What is going on, YouTube land? I am Chris Catalunya. Before we get into the shoe review, go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And we are hitting it really close to that 10,000 subscriber mark here on this YouTube channel. Thank you for your support. If you're subscribed already, if you're not, you definitely will want to. Once we hit 10K, I will give away a Supreme Floral Skateboard Deck and a Supreme Super Soaker. So do so and subscribe. Today we are talking about that collaborative effort between Chinatown Market and Converse. And it's kind of crazy how Chinatown Market has kind of blown up over the past couple of years. They've definitely been making headlines all over the place in like the different fashion blogs. Now the shoes that they decided to take on is of that classic silhouette, the Chuck Taylor 70 High. Now my first impression of the shoe, looking at the different blogs and the different fashion websites, I really didn't care too much for this collaborative effort. It just seemed kind of gimmicky to me. It kind of reminded me of when American Apparel came out with these thermal t-shirts. It was all white, and then whenever heat was applied or heat emitted, it would change colors. And it was kind of weird. Again, when you put the t-shirt on, it's all white and your body emits a lot of heat, especially in the armpit area. So people would put these t-shirts on and then heat would be coming from the armpit, and then that particular area would change colors. It was pretty gross, and whoever thought of that, I hope you were let go. But I guess it's fine because American Apparel is no longer in business. Now while those t-shirts were thermal based, this shoe is employing UV-infused ink within the canvas. Now, having the shoe in hand, much like the previous videos that I've done, I've just completely flipped on my first impressions. The shoe is actually pretty legit in person. Now, these Chuck Taylors were actually made available to the public on July 20th of 2019, and I do believe that was only an online release. I do believe that these were released to the general public, to retailers such as your Foot Lockers and your Sneaker Politics on August 2nd, 2019. I actually pulled up to Sneaker Politics on August 2nd, and these were completely sold out. I couldn't even grab a pair there. I had to grab these from a friend. His name, only one here. You can check out his Instagram. Go ahead and give him a follow. I'm super glad that he held down these pairs for me. Now, this actually retailed at a price point of $100 USD, and they actually released alongside a Chuck Taylor Low, which released at a price point of $70 USD. So $170, and add your VAT and your taxes just based on where you reside. Now, if I wasn't able to cop from one, it wouldn't have been a big deal because these, looking on the resale market, looking at StockX and Go, they aren't faring too well in terms of men's sizes. But if you look at kid sizes and women's sizes from like the size 3 up to a size 6, you can see resale prices on the shoe hitting about $150 to about $280. It's kind of ridiculous. Now, the men's sizes ranging from like a 7 all the way up is going for about retail up to maybe max $150 USD. Upon making the purchase, we are presented with this black cardboard box. It's pretty plain, Converse right here, Converse right here, and then we have the sizing label at the front. Now when you open it, you are presented with that white tissue paper. And of course, removing the tissue paper, it reveals the shoes, which look pretty freaking dope in hand. Again, the silhouette is your classic Chuck Taylor design, where the upper is mainly comprised of that canvas material. On the lateral side, you have your white canvas going on at the heel. You have that canvas strip reaching from the midsole going all the way to the top of the shoe, and this is where it gets a little bit different. Of course, you have that canvas going on, but right here in its typical and traditional form, you have that Converse Chuck Taylor All-Star vinyl right here that is stitched in. It's done in a white, and then you have that black typeface. And also for breathability, you have the breather holes right here, which are finished off with metal grommets. Once again, the upper, the canvas of this shoe, it is employing that UV-infused ink, and it does come with a disclaimer stating the fact that you can only wear these shoes a total of 8 hours before, like when it starts to do its color changing, that it sets in permanently. So that's kind of crazy. So let's use this example. Let's say I take this to ACL or I go to EDC and I'm standing out in the hot blazing sun for a straight 8 hours. This shoe, whatever color it turns into, that's the color it's gonna stay permanently. When I first got this shoe, I read the disclaimers and I really interpreted it incorrectly. I thought that I could only wear this like 8 hours at a time, but no, they're saying you can only wear this for a total of 8 hours before it permanently sets in. Yikes. I'm not sure how you feel about that, but that kind of sucks to me. Now I will say, being under the sun, letting the shoe get some of that UV ray, I will say that the colors on this shoe really pop. They are super vibrant. Parts of when I was filming this, it was cloudy, so it didn't reveal a lot of the color, but once those clouds went away and the sun was like in full effect, the shoe, it really popped. Definitely the more sun rays, the more vibrant the shoe. And I also will say that I love the fact that they employ different colors on the different panels, like this lateral has a different color from the medial, and then the tongue actually has a split down the middle which reveals two colors. Pretty cool stuff. Speaking of the tongue, towards the top you will see this yellow label with the Chinatown Market logo done up in black. Moving on to the lacing system, on both the lateral and the medial side of the shoes, you will see these metal grommets reaching from the toe box area and going all the way up. These form the eyelets for the shoelaces, and I'm kind of upset with this. They only provide us with one set of laces inside the shoe box. With this shoe being super colorful, I thought they would have provided us with a different set of color laces. Not the case. They just provide us with a white set of laces of a flat shape and a cotton blend. The toe cap at the front of the shoe and the midsole, which wraps all the way around, is done in a rubber component which enables durability, and it is done in a white color. Moving on to the outsole of the shoe, you'll see that it is done in multiple colors, and this is done in multiple colors on both the right and the left shoe, where the top half is one color and the bottom half is done in another. And this is done in a rubber component as well to enable flexibility with your foot, and the traction pattern is of your classic Chuck Taylor shoe. The insoles also play into that theming in attaining different colors on both the right and the left insole. Now this is done up in purple, and at the heel it says Chinatown Market with their logo right there, whereas the left pair has the Converse logo. And this fabric bed is placed on a pretty thick piece of gray foam. In terms of sizing, normally I'm rocking a size 8.5 or a 9 US. 8.5 being my truest size, whether it's Nike or Converse, doesn't really matter. But for this particular pair, because they sold out at Sneaker Politics and my friend picked up a size 8, I got these in that size 8. And surprisingly, honestly, my feet in here, my toes actually have a lot of wiggle room, which is kind of crazy because Converse are known to be a little bit smaller and kind of more narrow than your traditional shoe. In terms of comfort, that insole, it does provide a lot of thick gray foam, but honestly, it was just adequate. It wasn't anything to write home about. So honestly, I would just go out to your Dick's Sporting Goods or your Academy Sports and Outdoors and buy an insole that provides arch support or way more cushioning. Overall, I think this collaboration between Converse and Chinatown Market on this Chuck Taylor 70 High, it's a legit collaboration. I really like the look of the shoe, I like the quality of the materials on this shoe, and it's a good idea on paper. Definitely the con of the shoe is that you can only wear this shoe for a total of 8 hours before those colors set in permanently. Not cool. And even when the shoe's color sets in permanently, the shoe will still look good. I just wish it maintained that color changing ability. At the retail price point of $100 USD and the resale not exceeding too much over retail, I think this buy is definitely worth it. Alright guys, I think this is a good stopping point for this video. What do you think about this collaborative effort between Converse and Chinatown Market on this Chuck Taylor 70 High? Is this a good pickup? Is this a bad pickup? Do you prefer the high over the low? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And again, we are hitting it close to that 10,000 subscriber mark here on this YouTube channel, in which once we hit 10K, I'll give away some cool prizes like that Supreme skateboard deck and that Supreme Super Soaker, so subscribe to the channel. Alright guys, I'm Chris Catalunya, and we will check you next time. Cheers, see you now.